Greetings everyone, I hope you are well. My name is Nick on the zxspectrum 48K and we're going to a strange planet called Fractalus. Yes, this game is called Rescue on Fractalus, published by Activision in 1986, also come out in the Amstrad CPC and the Commodore 64, but basically you must fly through the alien jagged offences and rescue pilots who have got downed ships who crashed into this planet. This is level 4, there's different levels. The higher the level you go, the more alien emplacement there will be to try and destroy your ship. So I'll try and explain this as we go along. This is my first go and I think I'm going to find it tricky already because we're flying over a jagged alien landscape. But anyway, first of all, this bit's automatic. We're in space and we're being lowered into the atmosphere from the mothership. So basically, we fly around this landscape using our radar dishes, our scanners there. We need to find out where our downed people are. Oh god, this looks quite cool. And then land so they can get in the ship, which I'll try and do, but I can't guarantee I'll pick anyone up. So control it is interesting. Now, really well coded here, this jagged landscape. I can fire like that to take out enemy emplacements. You'll see in the radar dish in the middle, where the crosshairs, I think that's an alien for me to shoot. The green bar is the fuel gradually going down. And I think the purple bar might be my, don't know, my height perhaps. Next to that, it's the angle that the ship is flying at. And LR, that's where I try and see my space men. I think the coordinates are on the right there in that other display. Anyway, Nick, you see an N there, that means we're going north. Let's see if I can pick up anyone at all. If you had this game back in the day, let me know. In 1986, Activision, 16 levels. Now, on the later levels, nearer 16, there is night flying, which is the same, but you can't see the terrain at all, I believe. So you're just down to your instruments. If I hit L, I'll be able to land at any point. But if we land and when a pilot's nowhere nearby, they won't be able to get in. If you take off before the pilot's actually got in through the airlock, I think they will die. But the landscape is pretty crazy. It moves quite cool. Don't know how they coded that. So let's land. I'll see a little flashy dot on the LR scope. Let's see if we can get anyone. So look on the top left. We'll turn the systems off. And I think we need to open the airlock. Airlock opened. Pilot too far. Right, okay. So we're nowhere near them. We need to get a little bit closer. Good stuff. This game's pretty cool, isn't it? I think it's a game you could lose quite a lot of time to. Let's try and take off again. Right, I'm controlling this by a combination of the joystick and the keyboard. I'm using the joystick to steer left and right, up and down, and everything else to increase the boosts or decrease the boosts, and open the airlock and turn the systems on. Airlock, pilot in range, right, here they come. Don't know when we take off again. I can hear their footsteps. Are they aboard? I can hear a little bit of a pause. Maybe I can take off again. Oh dear, see look, pilot killed. I took off before they was fully aboard the ship, so I should have waited. So that's not good, is it? I've gone down to the planet and killed a pilot by taking off as they were still getting in the airlock. They would not be overly impressed with that. Sorry about that, pilot. But I'll if I find someone else, which is unlikely, I won't do the same thing again. Right, too high. Oh dear, right. I believe once you picked up all the pilots, you then hit B for boosts, and you can get back to the mothership in space, and then it's on to the next level. This isn't a expert walkthrough. It's literally how you would have got on your first or second go. So if you had this back in the day, this is going to be far worse than any of your goes. Would I have gone back to this back in the day? Yes, I would, because I'm just blown away by the changing landscape. Right, airlock opened, ship off the scope. Right, there's no ships near me. Curses. It's a pretty good game, isn't it, really? Would it be one of my favourite games? No, but it's a clever game. It's alright for a little while every now and again. And also, as I mentioned quite a bit of times, with these games, with a child's mind, they would add quite a lot of story to this. So I would add some great adventures, just flying around, just going, well, crazy stuff. This was being reviewed due to a few recommendations. So if that you was one of those people, then well done. It was a good recommendation. As you fly around the alien jagged defences, the further you get in this, airlock open, pilot too far. The further you get into this, the more things will be shooting at you, and it'll start getting to a crazy town. I believe the game, yeah, it did come out in the Commodore 64, as mentioned earlier on. I'm not sure what the graphics are like on this. I think I saw a screenshot and there was an alien in front of the window. So whether that happens, Pilot too far. Oh, good. Maybe they should get a jetpack. I mean, I've come in from space. Look at that flashing dot on my LR scope. I think I need to get them maybe nearer in the middle. Let's land again. Let's wait for them to do their stuff. Systems off. Right, okay. Airlock opened. Come on, pilot. Where are you? Where are you, pilot? Are they going to come along? No, the airlock opened. Nothing else seems to be happening. No one's coming here. Right. Anyway, let's take off again. I didn't even get a display there, Tim. The time ticking in the top right there. That's how long we've been doing the stage. I think that's what's been going on. So just keep an eye on all your instruments as I fire, hitting nothing. I'm just letting the enemy know that I'm here and I'm not taking no messing. So, I just want to rescue one pilot, really. If you've seen this far in the video and you haven't already, please consider subscribing, because that's the only way it can grow and, you know, guarantee the channel's survival in what is a very competitive YouTube world. If you want to help me go live the dream of going full-time at any stage, and I could do a whole heap of other stuff, then please consider being a member as well. A huge thank you to the members already. Little things make a big thing, and if I had enough people doing that, well, we'll be there. Long live 8-bit, 16-bit, and other bits. Can you see any pilots here? If you are a pilot on this planet, I do apologise. You've probably seen me fly past about 16 times. No, surely there's a pilot now there. There's the dot there. Airlock opened, pilot too far. Well, at least I'm sort of close. Fuel now, you see in the green gauge, that's not looking overly healthy. We've only got a limited amount of fuel. If you run out of fuel, it's game over. So, you know, you've got to be quite clever the way you fly around and just pick up people at the right point. Pilot too far. Ugh. Jet boots. Surely in this era they would have invented jet boots. Right, not too far. Maybe just go forward about 20 meters or something, then land again, and hopefully get them on board. It doesn't matter where you land on here. Every position's a feasible landing position, no matter how rocky or jagged it is. The ship sort of like balances on its shields. I think that's what it says in the instructions. A few feet off the ground. These pilots are getting on my nerves now. I'm sure they've been down for a particular reason. I'm hoping I don't get down and need to be rescued by another person who's flying around as bad as me. Yeah, I think there was a remake going on in this game. I don't know how it went. A modern day remake with terrain and stuff. Pilot too far. It's far out, man. So it's Rescue on Fractalus. I don't know how they come up with the name of the planet. Maybe it's something with fractals or graphics like that. That's how they programmed it, maybe. You see there's a ship on my scanner scope there in the middle. Surely I can get close to that. Now that must be close. Surely they must be nearby now. That's a downed ship if ever I saw it. Systems off. Airlock open. Pilot in range right now. I'll wait. I'll wait for him to do his stuff. Bip, bip, bip. Keep an eye on the top left for any things. Has he got in? Well, I'll wait. Oh, alright, okay, now. Listen to the sound effect. Airlock. Oh, the airlock's closed automatically on its own. That didn't do... I didn't press anything there, so I presume the pilot's on board, is he? We've rescued someone. Hooray! Well, the review is a success then. I've rescued one pilot. Hopefully they can come to the cockpit and fly this for me, so we do a whole heap better. Well, you know. And that's what you do. Just keep repeating that. On level 4, there's not too much shooting at us. On the first 3 levels, I'm told there's nothing at all. No emplacements whatsoever. But it's going to get more and more hectic the further you progress to level 16. If you've got to level 16, let me know. Does it get super, super duper, super crazy? Great animation. It's very smooth, isn't it, this, for the era, 1986. I don't know how you go about programming this. I guess it's in some kind of crazy machine code. You know, some people might argue it could be quicker, but, you know, I don't think they could have done too much more with this, with the machinery available. Ship off the scope. It's off the scope, Pope. Right. North 563. Fuel's now in the red, you notice. So I ain't got too much longer to do this mission. I'm not sure we'll grind it down right down to 0, but we'll fly as far as we can. The sky's yellow. People that are chemists there or astrophysicists will know What's making the sky go yellow? What chemicals are there? Maybe it's sulfur. Maybe it's a smelly planet. And I'm sure the pilots want to be rescued from a smelly planet. What makes sky go yellow? Methane? I suppose methane could do it. Maybe there's a lot of cows on this planet. Or maybe just natural releases of the stuff. I suppose Io, one of Jupiter's moons, that's volcanic. That might chuck a load of lava and ash into the sky. That might make it go yellow. Whenever we fire, the sky goes cyan. Yes. Keep going. Not too much fuel left. Not much too much fuel. I can't see too many other things on the scope there. The aliens should let off a flare. No, not the trousers. They should let off a flare in the sky so I can see them, but that doesn't happen in this game. Maybe they're not equipped with flares. This is the future after all. Activision, I mainly know that name from games on the Atari 2600, but they've got a few they've done on the Spectrum as well. A few conversions. Hero, they made it to the Spectrum, and Beam Rider as well. I think that was one of theirs. So it's pretty straightforward in this. Fly around the planet, pick up pilots, destroy alien emplacements on this jagged planet. As soon as you picked up the pilot after landing, turning the systems off, open the airlock, wait for the pilot to get aboard and close the airlock, and then take off and disappear. As soon as you've got everyone, as soon as you've got enough, you fly up in the sky. It probably gives you a message. Press B for boost, and then you're off the planet again into the mothership, and then it takes you to the next stage. A nice little game, a nice idea for a game. People that are impatient won't like it, but a more mindful child would have got on quite well with this. A mindful and imaginative child would have liked this game, and I'm getting a bit of fun out of it now as an adult. I'm quite curious to see what happens when we pick up all the pilots, and I'm sure there's a few hints and tips here that you can do that'll make it a bit quicker than what I'm doing here. So an expert will be able to jump in, do the first few stages really, really quickly, and not fly around like a nincompoop that I'm doing, almost completely and utterly out of fuel. There might even be a fuel depot somewhere where you can refuel that. I think each time you pick up a pilot, you get a small bonus of a fuel. I think that happened the last time out when I picked someone up. Someone flashing on the LR scope, so I need to get to them, but I think we're almost out of fuel. The ship's going to be downed very quickly. Let's just land the thing, see if that pilot's nearby, which I don't think they are, unless they're hiding in a cave somewhere and going to run out. Airlock opened. Oh, pilot in range. Right, wait. Check out that fuel. This is the second pilot we're rescuing. Slight pause. I can hear his footsteps. He'll close it. There you go. So look, the fuel went up a little bit. We've rescued 2 pilots. I'm not quite sure how many we need to rescue to complete the mission. So one pilot was killed when we took off too early, and then we rescued another 2 other pilots. And the gameplay is going to be pretty similar. It's a bit hard to see where you're going, but you have got the coordinates in at the top right there. So yeah, I think we'll leave that one there. A real cleverly coded game, one that's raw patience. It's quite nice, really. I like the thing. So I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Rescue on Fractalus on the ZX Spectrum 48K, published by Activision in 1986. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.